Welcome back to our live webcast here on WXYZ.com. Thank you so much for joining us here for the unveil so far. And I've got with us another guest, Rob Filipovic from, did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Jaguar Land Rover. I spent some time in Bosnia back in the 90s, and I learned that the C can either be a Vic or a bitch depending on which side you came from.
Yes.
So but I forgot.
You got it right this time.
I got it right this time. Rob, thank you very much for joining us with Jaguar, and I was trying to get some pictures up here. What do you want to talk about here first? And I'll put all the right picture for you. Do you want
absolutely. I think even where you're starting right there as far as the F-Pace.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to bring up that page. Okay, here's what we're talking about, right? The F-Pace. Explain. Oh, here we go. F-Pace.
So I think that's a fantastic place to start. We just announced this last night. And this is a first ever Jaguar performance crossover. So really looking to expand the brand with this one beyond what we have today with the sports sedans and sports cars.
All right, so I pulled it up, and unfortunately, so I'll start you a little bit more. So F-Pace, where did that come from? What's the concept about?
So the concept, the vehicle itself is coming off of the concept that we showed about a year ago, which was the CX-17. So again, that was the first time that we've done anything like that on the brand, which is a performance crossover. So a luxury crossover about the size of something like a BMW X3 or Audi Q5 to really push the brand into a new direction and expand our overall footprint and appeal.
Well, I'm watching your video here, so it's impressive.
It is. Unfortunately, you're not going to get to see the car today.
Oh, I see. That's the problem. I was waiting for you to tell me what the car is going to look like. So
you're going to have to wait to a little bit later this year to actually be able to see anything. But we did finally announce the name, and that will be going into production in 2016. So that'll be your first chance to get to drive it as well.
Okay, excellent. So at what point are we going to see that today? Today or tomorrow are we going to see the F-Pace?
Later this year.
Oh, later this year. Okay, so we're not going to see it here today.
And then the other car we have here, the F-Type, we have the all-wheel drive and manual versions on display now,
okay.
Which those will be launching in a couple of months' time. They're available for order now.
I pull up a gallery on this here and just...
So what you have is...
oh, we can buy one right there too, look at that.
Yep.
Handy. Okay, what are we looking at here?
So the F-Type R, which we launched last year as a rear-wheel drive, 550 horsepower. Now we're adding all-wheel drive to that, which improves performance by about 0.2 of a second. Improves handling and safety as well. So huge improvement there. It'll also be available for the first time with that engine and powertrain on the convertible version. And then the other piece that we have launching is the manual version. Which is a 6-speed manual transmission for the purists out there. That'll be available on both the V6 models.
I think it's fair to say that that Jaguar languished for a little while. Tata Motors, who Ford sold Jaguar to, was it 08, 09 or whatever it was, it really seems to have energized the brand because you guys are really back out there again. There's some beautiful cars we're looking at.
Absolutely. A huge amount of investment. Over 10 million pounds over the past 5 years, all going into product. And as a result, you've seen Jaguar and Land Rover combined in North America 5 straight years of volume growth. And everything, we've just really kind of hit the tip of the iceberg as far as the product range that's yet to come. We also have here the new XE, making its North American premiere. So compact sports sedan. Set to go head-to-head with things like the Cadillac ATS, BMW 3 Series, and Mercedes C-Class.
You brought up BMW. You came over from BMW, if I'm correct, in 2011, a couple years ago.
Yes, I did.
You were an acquisition, I think. They wanted to bring you in to give Jaguar that same kind of cachet that BMW was enjoying at the time. Would that be fair?
Yeah, well, BMW's gone through a huge amount of success, and I think a lot more to be had on their side as well. With the Jaguar and Land Rover brand, with the amount of investment, it was a great opportunity to come back and go to a brand that has a massive amount of market potential and is really just at the start of its resurgence in the North American market.
Let's talk about the corporate cultures. When Jaguar was at Ford, it was, I mean, a lot of people I think agreed it kind of got lost in a shuffle because there were so many things going on at Ford at that particular time. From what I've heard about Tata Motors, they basically said, listen, you guys just, Jaguar, here's some money, go out and make a great car.
Yeah, it was the Ford experience and the time with Ford was a great one for both brands. Ford, in terms of production processes and quality standards, they brought really a lot to the brands. Since the Tata acquisition, what they brought was just this huge investment into product, and it's just kind of let everyone within the Jaguar and Land Rover organization go off and just kind of design, engineer, and build the greatest absolute products that the two brands have ever had. And it's really that freedom to kind of push the brands to the next level, push all the product to the next level. That is the real exciting part of what's happening right now at Jaguar Land Rover.
So what is the next level then? We're looking, I mean, obviously what we see unveiled here is the work of the last 3 to 5 to whatever years. What are you working on now that we're going to see here in a couple more years beyond that?
Absolutely. So the XE and the F-Pace, obviously, those are the first two products you'll see on the Jaguar side as far as where the investment's gone. On the Land Rover side, we're launching diesel later this year on Range Rover and Range Rover Sport, which is extremely exciting, taking those two large SUVs to 28 miles per gallon and then beyond. Over the next few years, we'll launch diesel on every single car in the range except for the F-Type, so a huge expansion there. A lot of development work going on in terms of infotainment, so we've shown a lot in terms of app integration, basically just use your phone in the dashboard, which a lot of customers have been begging for
just plug the phone in itself?
Plug the phone in and, well, plug the phone in with USB, and then basically what you see on the phone you actually see on the dash.
Interesting.
So it just kind of completely simplifies it, gives the dash up to the phone, which people really love. Beyond that, a lot more safety system being in development as far as pedestrian detection, autonomous driving systems. From a powertrain perspective, we have a lot of work going on for electrification as well. So there's a lot of great things to come, and we're going to be very busy communicating over the next 24 months.
Hey, before you get out of here, I always ask the question, what have you seen here? I know you're a Jaguar guy, but what have you seen around here that you say, wow, I wish that was ours?
I'm a performance car guy,
yeah.
So I'll say the domestics are doing some great work when it comes to performance cars.
Yeah, we can hear them back behind us. I've been listening to the racing engines all day long.
Yeah, it's an exciting time to be in the industry.
It is indeed. Rob Filipovic, thank you very much for coming by.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it, from Jaguar, General Manager Product Planning.